With coverage you can count on. Now your First Warn 5 forecast with meteorologist Bryan Bachman.
All right, good Tuesday evening, everyone. Another snowy and at times certainly brutally cold day across mid-Michigan. We've had the winds whipping up once again today, temperatures that barely made it out of the 20s in most locations. Add on top of that some of those heavy lake effect snow bands, and you're saying, is it really November? Certainly doesn't feel like it or look like it in some locations. But we might get back to that before the weekend is all said and done. Here's a look at how things are shaping up right now on your First Warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar. And much as we've seen for the better part of the last several days, those snow showers just continue to race their way across lower Michigan tonight, coming in from Lake Michigan. You can see a couple snow showers actually in the immediate vicinity of Saginaw right now as they push their way eastward through the county and then ultimately out into the thumb as well. Mount Pleasant, though, was one of the areas that was hit particularly hard with that persistent lake effect band today. I actually had a chance to drive along M20 earlier today, and it was near whiteout conditions for a pretty good portion of the day there as all that snow just continued on its way to the east. And you can see even on the radar loop here, still a couple of lingering snow showers in and around that immediate vicinity. That's just the continued trend that we will see go on and off again for the next couple of days before finally starting to wind down as we head toward the weekend. Let's look at some of those current conditions over Mount Pleasant tonight. Here's a look at the CMU campus, a snow-covered CMU campus. A lot of cars still hanging out in the parking lot there too, with the snow hanging on them as well. Current temperature down to 20 degrees with a real feel in the air. Much more like 5 degrees when you factor in those winds. Our next stop in Flint tonight. Temperature down to 18 degrees right now, feeling closer to the low teens and single digits there as well, with those persistent west to northwesterly winds. And much as we've been saying for the better part of the last 24 hours too, single-digit wind chills. Really the only spot not seeing it quite that cold anyway is the Port Hope area, where the wind chill right now 13, feels like 3 degrees in Houghton Lake, 9 degrees the real wind chill in the air in Mount Pleasant, and 7 for you in Alma this evening. So hats, gloves, and scarves in addition to all the other winter gear tonight. The actual air temperatures, as we've shown you, low 20s to upper teens. That's about the best we can do as this reinforcing shot of Arctic air continues to dive its way southeastward. It will be with us for the better part of the next 2 days or so. Then as we head to the weekend, we might get to what's actually, believe it or not, normal for this time of the year. Lake effect snow, as we've been saying, just flexing its muscles all across the Great Lakes region once again today. And in fact, you know what? We can at least be thankful to some degree that we're not in Buffalo, New York today, because in the last 24 hours, you can see way over to the far side of your screen here, that persistent lake effect band, 5 feet of snow, as much as 5 feet of snow has fallen in that immediate area with that band. Now, we've seen our own fair share of lake effect snow here as well. We're keeping our eye off to the west now for another disturbance, a clipper system that's going to dive its way through the region tomorrow and looks to bring us a little bit more of a widespread snowfall across mid-Michigan. So for tonight, perhaps a little bit of a break from the lake effect snow showers in some areas. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, here's 8 a.m., a little bit of light snow to moderate snow at times, just gradually works its way across the region through the mid-afternoon. Could make for a dicey morning and evening commute to say the least. Heading into tomorrow night, we'll slowly start to taper it off. Maybe some more lake effect on Thursday before a break finally starts to take shape on Friday. As for tonight, very cold. Temps down in the teens with those continued light flurries or snow showers. Periods of snow tomorrow, cold and breezy in the 20s. More of that snow, snow, snow. But then that return to normal, which we'll give you more details on coming up at 6 o'clock. 40s are going to feel like a heat wave once they finally
No
get
kidding,
there.
right?
No kidding.
Thank you.